this video, I want to talk about this baby gate. This is nice because it is configurable. This is the configuration I'm going to use for my pellet stove. You could use this for, say, a Christmas tree, or you could actually get another one of these, connect them together, and make like a playpen if you wanted. And this also comes with stuff to attach to the wall. And these all lock right now. They are not locked, but that's my first tip. When you get this, it comes folded up like this. Your first instinct is going to be to want to unfold it, but be careful and check all of these hinges, because right here you can see there's teeth. So if you lock it, which is actually, this is a nice feature, but if this is locked and then you just force it open, you might strip this and ruin it. So before you unfold it, make sure that these are unlocked. And then check which way this is working, because on some of these, like this one, it will not go any further than that. So just make sure the orientation is correct. And if you do need to add or take away panels here, it's pretty easy to do, and it comes with a couple extra hinges. So this is what this one comes with. You have your mounting brackets that you can mount this to the wall with. This one has an Allen wrench. I'll show you what I believe the intention is with this. You got screws with anchors. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And then you have two bottom hinges and two top hinges that lock. And then you have these rods that are used in conjunction with these. So let me show you how, if you wanted to make this smaller, or if you wanted to change out a hinge or attach it in whatever way you want. That's the good thing about this, is it's pretty customizable. So right here, your hinge, if you look underneath, there's this ball that you would just push up like this. Don't go too far. Then you can pull it out like that. Do the top first, and then on the bottom, do the same thing. Again, don't push too far, but push that ball down and pop it out. And that's why I say don't go too far, because that ball can get stuck in there sometimes. And if it does, you might have to make a little contraption like this that I made out of a paper clip and just hook it like that, just to get it set back where it's supposed to be. My setup is the way I want it, so I'm just gonna reinstall this. Same way, you just go up to this ball, push the ball down, and then push in, and then on the top, push the ball down, snap it in place. And get this generally where you want it, something like that, and then we're gonna have to put some pieces on in order to attach it to the wall. So I'll show you on this side kind of how you attach it. First, you take one of those rods, you can put the top hinge in like this, take these brackets and put two on this rod, and then you can put the bottom hinge right here and install that bottom hinge first and the top. So I'm going to end up attaching this right to the mantle right here, and just want to hold it about where I think it's going to go, and I'm going to set up the other side the same way, just so I know that this is kind of in the correct position. For the other side, we'll do the same thing. Now that I figured out where I want these, I'm just going to take a pencil and go in here and make a mark. Maybe I'll go all the way up like this. Mark those holes. And then I can bring this back like this. You could also lock this all together before you do this, but I think it's nice that you are able to maneuver it, and this would probably make it easier if I just leave it loose. And then on the top, Just gonna remove this hinge, and we're actually gonna take the brackets out and install those to the wall first. Same thing over here. Take this top hinge out, take the brackets off. And when it comes to attaching this to different materials, I'm just gonna use the screw because I'm going into wood that's fairly solid. If you were to be going into concrete, you could use this anchor. You would just pre-drill the size of this anchor, hammer this anchor in, and then use the screw. If you were going into drywall, I would not use this type of anchor. I would prefer to use something like this. I think these are nice. They really get a good hold on the drywall, but that's up to you. For me, I can just use the screw because it's going into wood. I'm going to pre-drill my marks so I know I'm going in the right place with the screw. Now I'm just going to put my screws in here first, and then that way I can line them up to the holes like that. Okay, then I can attach this, and I might need an extension. Maybe not. Just made it. Top one on, and I can pull this out like this. And then I'll be able to tighten this and put that wherever I want, wherever it looks decent. There you go. It's attached to the wall. We'll do that same thing on the other side. Slide the bar in and down. Make sure it locks in there and there. Out. Snap it in like that. And lock this down. Just hand tight. So this does take up a lot of space. I think what I'm gonna do is actually, that's what's nice about this, I can kind of maneuver it however I want. I'll put it like that and see how that works out. And if it's not far enough away, I will pull it back out. But for now, I can lock all these into place. Line up those grooves. Okay, so those are tight. And this door, you just pull the safety, lift it up a little bit. What I've noticed is you need to be careful and not lift it up too much because this hinge right here can come right out. So that's one thing I don't like about this. Just gonna have to be careful with that. And another thing, this would probably work great for keeping an animal or something away from here, but I have twins and they can be aggressive sometimes and they work as a team, and I feel like they could push this right in and maybe break these hinges, and I'm not taking any chances. So for me, I'm gonna attach this to the floor, and this might work for your situation, for whatever you're trying to use this for, but with a fireplace, I'm just gonna make it as safe as possible. That makes me feel a lot safer. So if you needed to attach this and you didn't know where to start, I hope the video helps out. Thanks for watching.